Hello everyone, this is Jennifer, and I wanted to discuss in this video emotional abuse. And is it really abuse? And the answer is yes, 100%. It is abuse, and it is not okay. And the fact that you clicked on this video with this title kind of indicates to me that this is something you're struggling with, because you might not be able to see the situation clearly. And that's not bad. That doesn't mean anything bad against you, because sometimes you're so ingrained and deeply involved in a relationship that it's too hard to see it in a different perspective. You know what I mean? So I wanted to review some things that you can look out for, that personal things that I experienced, and just events that happened and things I did that made me realize how strange I was, and that I was in an emotionally abusive relationship. And this might seem very obvious as I say this and go over things, and I'm not trying to be like, are you lonely? Are you sad? I'm not trying to do that, but I'm saying this is what I needed during my time when I was in this relationship with my ex-narcissist, and I should have examined these things closer, because they help determine what kind of relationship you are in. And I would have liked to have reviewed this basics. It seems basic, but at the time it doesn't feel like it at all. So if you're wondering, am I in an emotionally abusive relationship? First, the question right there. Why are you asking this question? It must be because you feel a certain way, right? And the first thing that I would suggest is that you need to start allowing yourself to feel these things, even if you're really confused, but to examine it. Like, why do I feel like I'm being abused? I had somebody comment on a video of mine, and it said, I got out of this relationship, and why did I feel like a battered wife? And it was such an eye-opener, because that's exactly what it feels like. And it's horrible because you don't know why. You're like, this is a nice person. I don't know. Why do I feel like I'm battered? Because it is battery. It's totally abusive and not okay. And that's a normal feeling when you leave an abusive relationship. So depending on the length of time you've been with your partner, the one you're suspecting of being emotionally abusive, I'll just refer to the person as partner in this video instead of narcissist or manipulator. So I guess some of the basics. Have you lost your sense of intuition? Like, do you find yourself self-doubting a lot? Are you confused a lot? Do you find yourself wondering and thinking excessively about basic information that you used to not have to do that? Do you find it actually difficult to make the basic decisions and you stress about it? That's something to definitely look out for. Unless you've been like this your whole life and this is something you've had to deal with on a personal level, but chances are this is the first time and it's foreign to you, and it's very uncomfortable. Do you make excuses for your partner? Or do you not tell people certain things because secretly you know that if you did, they would say bad things about this person, and you don't want them to say that? So you probably just don't talk to people in general because you just don't want, you'll defend them, and you know you will. And you know that it's absurd, secretly. And that's why in this video, like, it's not about confessing or being embarrassed or telling your story. It's about just thinking about it and really answering these questions honestly. Okay? Have you developed any weird habits, OCDs, anything obsessively that you used to not do, or you realize that it's not normal? Because my thing was cleaning. I started to clean obsessively, and I realized that it was a coping mechanism, and because I had to be busy at all times, otherwise I would completely panic with nothing to do, and I didn't want to think or deal with the problem. And this is the truth. So I would clean obsessively, and it came to a point where I would have a list of things that I needed done before I went to work in the morning. And this list had to be done. The list got longer every day. And in the entire relationship, I was late to work almost every single day because my priorities rested with this list that I needed to complete, as opposed to going to work and getting paid. Because the feeling if I missed something or didn't do it, it would nag me all day. Now this is irrational. No, and I was never like this. Like, I was never a neat freak at all. I was kind of messy, and I'm okay with being messy, but it just became my standard way of living, my pattern, to keep myself exhaustively busy with cleaning, and something I really hate doing. I do not enjoy cleaning. So just ask yourself if there are some OCD things that you recognize. Okay, for this question, I think honestly to yourself, say, what is it that this person gives me that I am with them? What do they provide me with? And I'm not saying in a materialistic manner or anything like that, but what do they give you? Is it love? Do you feel love? Is it for companionship? Is it because they genuinely respect you and you have fun together? Because those things, that's what a relationship needs. All of those things. 100%. And if those are the reasons, then yeah, you should be with the person. But if you are honest with yourself and you find that it's because, damn, I'm lonely. I've invested a lot of time. I can't just let go now. Like, my God, what am I going to do now? I'm old. Do you find that? Or like, this isn't so bad. Like, people have it worse. Like, it's better than being alone. Do you find yourself feeling this at all? Because in any relationship that's healthy, you should be happy. That's like what it is. Somebody who enhances your life, not brings you down. So I guess just be honest with yourself when you think about that. And are you lonely? Do you wonder that you're like, why am I still so lonely, even though I have someone? Or do you ever think, why do I feel lonelier when I'm with this person? Because if you feel that way because this person is not giving you anything that you need, emotionally, mentally, nothing. They're not providing you with the things that a loving relationship is made of. And that's why you feel lonely. Do you find yourself trying to think of ways to express yourself more clearly? Or do you plan it out, these conversations? If something's bothering you, does it cause you anxiety to discuss things, and you want to make sure you word it right to make sure this person understands you, and you kind of doubt yourself that you're not being clear in what you're saying? Because you shouldn't be spending an enormous amount of time like that at all. You should be able to freely communicate your feelings without planning it out or having anxiety about the outcome or if this person's going to understand you. So that's a clear sign that, please just look out for that if that's what you're experiencing. Okay, do you often think like, wow, I used to be different. I used to laugh. I used to have fun. And you wonder what happened because you're like, I don't recognize myself. And personally, I went through this, and it was like, I realized suddenly that like I have no friends. How did this happen? Like, it just like, bam, like my personality, everything. I used to be extroverted. I had a lot of friends. I would laugh a lot. Even now, like, it's hard. The laugh. I'm like, I can't remember really the last time it's hard, like you become conditioned to think a certain way, and it's sad. But did you used to be different? Did you like yourself better then? Like, do you wonder what happened? Because that's something that needs to be examined. Why? To find out the root of the problem. Are you isolated? Do you feel isolated? And not necessarily because of your partner or they're jealous or anything. That it might start like that, or it might be like that. But what I'm talking about is, have you become so accustomed to being isolated that you further isolate yourself because that's what you're used to? Even though this is not really who you are, the way you like it, but you just don't want to be around people. Like the friends you used to have, whatever, like they just kind of, you don't talk to them anymore. Do you actually have anxiety when people call you? Do you work like you kind of want to, you answer only to get them out of the way, but you don't really enjoy the conversations? I don't know. I want to see if there's a couple more things. A big one right here. Oh, well, first, are you confused a lot? And you wonder why you're so confused, and you're questioning this, and it's really bothering you on a consistent basis. That's a big ding, ding, ding. And one really big one. Do you question your sanity? In all seriousness. Are you starting to, or have you gotten to the point where you're like, oh my God, something's really wrong with me, I should see it, where you've actually believed that something could be mentally wrong with you? Because this is a huge sign that you have been gaslighted and manipulated. And this is something that, if you have this, if you feel this, then I don't know what else it could be other than emotional abuse and manipulation. So I know this all might seem basic, but like I said, I think sometimes you just need clarity of the situation, and maybe it'll give you some insight into your situation if you're suspecting emotional abuse in your relationship. And I hope it helps in some way. Thank you.